Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Hi and welcome. I have a story that was told by the Buddha a long time ago about 3 animals. So let's get ready to hear the story. Let's take some deep breaths, sitting up tall and relaxing the shoulders. Take a deep breath in and then breathe out completely. And take another deep breath in and breathe out completely. And now a question. How would you feel if you heard something very bad or embarrassing about a friend? Okay, we're ready to start our story. It's called The Words of the Jackal. One day, a cowherd accidentally left one of his cows in the forest. The cow was pregnant and wanted to protect the calf that was soon to be born. So when she saw a lioness in the forest, she was very scared, thinking the lioness may kill her and her tiny calf and eat them. But the lioness was kind and spoke nicely to the cow. Having no cowherd or other cows to protect her, the cow had to trust the lioness. And the cow noticed the lioness's large belly and saw that she too was going to have a baby. When the cow and lioness each had their baby, the newborn calf and cub played together. They grew up together as good friends. The little cub grew up to be a handsome lion, and the little calf grew up to be a big, strong buffalo. One day, a man who lived in the forest saw them calmly walking around together. The next day, he went to see the king to show him some wooden bowls he had made. The king said, "So, you are often traveling through the forest. Have you seen anything interesting in the forest lately?" The man replied, "Well, as a matter of fact, yes. I saw something quite interesting. I saw a lion and a bull walking together in a friendly way." The king thought for a moment and then said, "Yes, that's quite unusual. If a third animal joins them, there will surely be trouble. Tell me if you see another animal joining them." A jackal also saw the young lion and bull buffalo playing together in the forest. The jackal, as usual, was just thinking about his own belly, what food he wanted to eat. He thought, I've eaten the meat of many different animals, but I've never eaten the meat of a bull. And I've never eaten the meat of a lion. I would really like to eat some bull meat and some lion meat. But these two will protect each other as long as they're friends, so no one will be able to kill them for food. I must think of a way to change that. I have an idea. If I make them not like each other anymore, then I will have their meat. The jackal made a clever plan, he thought. Everyone likes to hear something bad about someone else, especially if it's about someone they don't know or they don't like. But they get upset or angry if they hear something bad about someone they like. I'll tell the lion a little gossip about the bull, and I'll tell the bull a little gossip about the lion. He grinned to himself, thinking, "Oh, they'll be so surprised. I can't wait to see their faces when they hear it." So every day he began to hang around and chat with the lion and bull, as if he wanted to be their friend. One day when the jackal noticed the lion wander away from the bull looking for food, the jackal walked over to the lion and said, "Hey, lion buddy! Hey, that bull seems to be a really good friend of yours. Known him for a long time, huh? Nice guy. Hey, but you wouldn't believe what I heard him say yesterday. He said, 'That lion is so arrogant, always thinking about how handsome he looks. He is so proud of his beautiful mane.' Yeah, that's what he said." The lion was surprised and said, "What? The bull said that about me? No way!" The jackal had a knowing look on his face and quietly walked away. The next day, when the bull walked away from the lion to drink some water, the jackal walked over to the bull. The jackal casually walked up to him and said, "Hey, bull old buddy, how you doing? You got a really good friend over there, that lion. I guess he protects you from all the other lions. But do you know what I heard him say yesterday? He said, 'That bull is so lazy and slow and foolish.' He said it just like that." The bull looked at him in disbelief and said, "He wouldn't say that. He's my friend." The jackal, with a knowing look on his face, glanced at the bull and casually walked away. The next day, the buffalo imagined the lion saying, "That bull is so lazy and slow and foolish." And the lion imagined the bull saying, "That lion, he's so arrogant, so proud of his beautiful mane." They didn't look at each other with friendly feelings anymore. They looked at each other with doubt and distrust. The bull thought about the lion saying unkind things about him, and the lion thought about the bull saying unkind things about him. So they didn't speak much anymore. They felt uncomfortable with each other. Soon they began to argue. The lion complained, "Hey, you stepped on my tail, you big brute!" The bull replied, "Well, you weren't watching where you were going. Maybe you were thinking about something else." The lion thought, "Maybe the bull is foolish and lazy. I don't want to be friends with a fool." The bull thought, "Maybe the lion is arrogant, so he doesn't care about others. I don't want to be friends with someone who's so selfish." The more they thought about each other, the more they disliked each other. Meanwhile, the man had seen the jackal near the bull and lion and reported it to the king. "You told me to tell you if I see another animal with the bull and lion. Well, I did see another animal with them," he said. The king asked, "Which kind of animal?" The man replied, "A jackal." The king raised his eyebrows and said, "The jackal will cause them to fight and kill each other. The bull and lion will soon be dead." So the king took the man out to the forest in a chariot so they could both see what happened. Soon they found the jackal happily eating. He took a bite of the dead bull, then took a bite of the dead lion. The lion and bull had gotten into a big fight until they were both killed. The king said, "See how gossip, saying bad things about someone, is like a sword. It cuts friends apart. If you gossip, or if you listen to gossip, you will end up in misery, losing your friends." And that's the end of our story. Now I have some questions. When he saw the lion and the bull playing together, what did the jackal want? To eat them, right? Did the bull and lion believe what the jackal said at first? No, not at first. Why did the bull and jackal begin to dislike each other? Because they started thinking about what the jackal said, right? And did they then believe what the jackal said? Yes, right? Did the bull and lion really say something bad about the other to the jackal? No, right? And did the jackal's plan work? Yes, it sure did. So let's hear some words of what the Buddha taught us. The Buddha said, "He who speaks kindly, truthfully, and with good advice, who does not speak hurtful words, I call him a good person." So let's talk about what we learned from the story. The jackal told the bull something bad about the lion, and told the lion something bad about the bull. So the jackal made them mistrust each other and dislike each other, and he did it by talking bad about them behind their backs. Sometimes we call this gossip. Now, gossip is usually defined as information about the behavior or personal life of someone, and usually it's something bad or something that would embarrass them. So what do I mean by something bad? Does it have to be really bad? No, it could be just something kind of bad. It's something that honestly you wouldn't want someone saying about you. Can you think of some words other than the word gossip that means the same thing as talking bad about someone? How about spreading rumors or talking behind their back or bad-mouthing or even the word slander? Slander always means it's something that's untrue. So it could be something that's bad that's not true or not totally true, or it could be something that we heard from others that we're not really sure it's true. It could be an exaggeration, could be making it seem worse than it really was, or it could be true. But think for a moment, is it ever okay to say something bad about a person? What about telling a parent that our brother or sister did something wrong? Or what about telling a teacher that a classmate did something wrong or broke the rules or something? Or what about if our parents criticize others? They may be helping to teach you what's right and wrong. They might point out misbehavior of others so that you can learn. So it might be the right thing to do if we're really just trying to help someone to behave better. So if we have a genuinely helpful intent, it might be okay to say something negative about someone. But it's wrong if it's not helping anyone and we could hurt someone. For example, if we don't like the person, or if we want to break up a friendship like the jackal did in the story, or if we just want to make a friend laugh about somebody. So why do we talk bad about people? Have you ever thought about that? And why do we like to hear bad things about others? Maybe our friends do it, so we do it too. Of course, it's interesting. Many people love to talk and hear about someone doing something bad or foolish, especially if they don't really like the person. Do you listen carefully when someone says, "Ooh, you want to hear what Zach did yesterday?" Do you like to say, "Ooh, you won't believe what Emma did"? You know what he did? It makes us feel like we wouldn't do that. No, we are not that foolish. We're not that bad. We wouldn't do that because we're good, we're smart, right? So it boosts our ego. So let's think about what happens if you talk bad about others. If the person you're talking about finds out about what you said, of course they could feel very hurt. But even if they don't find out, it makes the person you're talking to have bad feelings about the person or dislike the person you're gossiping about. Just like what happened in the story, it made the bull and the lion dislike each other. And what's worse, if you gossip, if you say bad things about others, it actually hurts you. Gossiping is using harmful words that spreads bad thoughts to other people, or it encourages them to have even more bad thoughts. Under the law of karma, what happens when we say harmful words? Harmful things happen to us. When we do something harmful, then something harmful comes to us. That's the law of karma. Also, the more we gossip, the more it develops into a bad habit, and that's even more a bad karma. So how can we avoid doing this? How can we avoid gossiping about others? We can try to remember that it's bad karma, but we might forget about that until after we already said something bad about others. So we might forget also when someone else starts gossiping, we might just join right in. So we should learn to notice our thoughts and feelings when we're about to say something bad about someone, so hopefully we can stop ourselves before we do it. Try to notice, are you thinking, "Ooh, I can't wait to tell what she did"? Are you feeling excited to tell about it? Do you want your friend to laugh about that person? Or do you hope that the person will feel bad or embarrassed about what they did? Just try to notice those feelings. And then, if you do notice those feelings, or if you've already said something bad about someone, then immediately say something nice about the person. You can talk about a good quality that that person has, or something that you like about the person, something that she did that was nice, or a talent or a skill that he has. So it's very important to practice this. Always substitute good words for any bad words that you say about someone. So that's the end of our lesson. Let's wish that everyone be happy and peaceful.